forum entitled Let's Fight Bullying, Creating Safe and Respectful School Together. My name is Wilfred and Gilbert and I will be your moderator for today's forum session. Bullying is one of the most serious issues affecting student schools today. It happens in many forms such as physical bullying, verbal bullying, social exclusion, and also cyberbullying. This behavior can cause emotional distress, low esteem, fear of attending school, and long-term psychological affecting on victims. Therefore, the purpose of this forum is to raise awareness about bullying, discuss prevention strategies, and promote a respectful and safe school culture. Now, we are honored to have four distinguished speakers who will share their perspective and experience regarding bullying in schools. Let me briefly introduce to you our speaker. Our first speaker is Clarrissa Jane Anak Lauren, a school counselor who will share insight on the emotional impact of bullying and how students can seek support. Our second speaker is Faiz Fikri bin Irwan, a school teacher who will discuss on how teachers manage bullying situation in the classroom. Our third speaker is Zelfina Wenzel Anak Wedlin, representing an NGO who will talk about community awareness and anti-bullying campaign. And finally, our fourth speaker is Cheryliana Jessy, Anak Sylvester, an education officer who will share policies and also initiatives implemented by education sector to address bullying. Let us now begin our discussion. To start our forum, I would like to invite our first speaker, Clarrissa Jane Anak Lauren, our school counselor, who will share with us emotional impact of bullying and how students can seek support and help. Clarrissa, this is your floor.
Thank you, moderator. As a school counselor, I often meet students who experience bullying. Many victims feel scared, embarrassed, and alone. Some students may not report bullying because they fear retaliation or believe that no one will help them. Bullying can have serious emotional consequences. Victims may experience anxiety, depression, low self-confidence, and difficulty concentrating in class. In some cases, bullying can affect their academic performance and social relationship. Therefore, it is important for school to create a safe environment where students feel comfortable speaking up. Counselors play a crucial role in listening to students, providing emotional support, and helping them develop coping strategy. Students should also remember that seeking help is not a sign of weakness. If they experience bullying, they should report it to the trusted adults such as teachers, counselors, or parents. By working together, we can ensure that every student feels safe, respected, and valued in school. Thank you.
Thank you, Clarrissa, for your meaningful explanation. And your insight remind us how deeply bullying can affect a student's emotional well-being and why it is important for victims to speak up and seek support. Now, let us move to our second speaker, Faiz Fikri bin Irwan, a school teacher who will share the teacher perspective on how bullying situations are identified and handled in the school classroom. Faiz, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. From a teacher perspective, bullying can sometimes happen inside or outside the classroom. Teacher must be observant and proactive in identifying among students. Some warning signs include student change in behavior, student avoiding school, loss of confidence, or conflict with classmates. Teacher play an important role in setting clear classroom rules about respect and kindness. When bullying occurs, it should be addressed immediately through appropriate disciplinary action and guidance. In addition, the teacher can encourage positive behavior by promoting teamwork, empathy, and respect among students. Activities such as as group discussion, cooperative learning, and character education can help students understand the importance of treating others with kindness. Preventing bullying requires cooperation between teacher, parent, and student. Together, we can build a classroom environment where everyone feels safe and respected. Thank you.
Thank you, Faiz, for your sharing important role teachers play in maintaining a respectful classroom environment. Your point about observation, discipline, and encouraging kindness among students are truly valuable. Now, let's move and hear from our third speaker, Zelfina Wenzel, representing a non-government or NGO who will discuss about community awareness and the role of anti-bullying campaign in society. Zelfina, proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. From the perspective of non-governmental organization, bullying is not only a school issue but also a community issue. NGO often organize awareness campaign, workshop, and educational programs to educate young people about bullying and its consequences. One of our main goals is to empower students to become upstander instead of bystander. This means encouraging students to stand up against bullying and support victims rather than remaining silent. Not only that, NGO also collaborate with school to provide resources such as anti-bullying training, counseling program, and the last one is educational materials. Furthermore, we promote campaigns that encourage values such as respect, empathy, and inclusivity. When students understand the impact of the actions, they are more likely to treat others with kindness. By working together with school, families, and communities, we can create a society that does not tolerate bullying. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Zelfina, for highlighting the most important of community involvement in addressing bullying. Your message about encouraging students to become upstanders instead of bystanders is very inspiring. Now, our four final speaker. We will honor to invite Cheryliana Jessy, an education officer who will share about policies and also initiative implemented by the education sector to prevent bullying in school. Cheryliana, please share your thoughts.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Okay, as an education official, I would like to emphasize that schools play a key role in ensuring student safety. Many education systems have implemented policies and guidelines in prevent bullying in schools. Schools are encouraged to establish clear and anti-bullying policies, reporting systems, and disciplinary procedures to address bullying incidents effectively. Often conduct teachers training help education, identify and manage bullying situation. Another important approach is integrating character education and value education into the curriculum to promote respect, tolerance, and empathy among students. Preventing bullying requires in commitment of the entire school community, including administrator, teachers, parents, and students. With strong policy and collective effort, we can create schools that are safe and supportive for every learner. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Cheryliana, for sharing those important policies and initiatives, which it creating a safe classroom school environment requires a strong cooperation between schools, educators, parents, and also students. Now, to all speakers for sharing such insightful perspective on bullying, can we move to or heard a valuable perspective from all our speakers, which have a short discussion session. Now I would like to ask of each of our speaker a few questions so we can explore this issue more deeply and understand on how we can work together to prevent bullying in schools. We first move to Miss Clarrissa. Earlier you mentioned that many victims feel scared and alone. What advice you will give to students who are experiencing bullying but are afraid to speak up?
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. My advice to students is that you should never feel that you have to face bullying alone. There are always people who are ready to help you, such as teacher, counselor, or even trusted friend. Speaking up is the first step to stopping bullying. When students share that experience, we can provide the support and guidance they need. Thank you.
I see. Now, Mr. Faiz, you talk about creating a respectful classroom environment. In your opinion, what is one simple thing student can do every day to help prevent bullying?
Thank I believe simple thing a student can do is to treat other with kindness and respect. Sometimes small action such as including other in group activities, our can make when students support each other, the classroom become a safer and more positive place. Thank you.
Miss Zelfina, you mentioned that students should become upstanders instead of bystanders. What does this mean and why it is important?
Thank you, Mr. Moderator, for the question. Being an upstander means having the courage to stand up against bullying instead of ignoring it. If students see someone being bullied, they can help by supporting the victim or informing a teacher or trusted adult. When students work together to stop bullying, it sends a strong message that bullying is not acceptable. Thank you.
Now, Miss Cheryliana, sorry, Miss Cheryliana, from the Education Authority perspective, what is the most important step schools can take to ensure a safe learning environment for students?
All right, thank you, Mr. Moderator. One important step is for school to implement clear anti-bullying policy and encourage open communication between students, teachers, and parents. When everyone works together and bullying is addressed seriously, students will feel safer and more supported in school. Thank you.
I see. Thank you to all our speakers for sharing such a meaningful messages. Your insights remind us that preventing bullying requires cooperation from everyone in the school community. Thank you for those thoughtful responses from our speakers. Before we conclude today's forum, I would like to invite each of our speakers to share one final message or piece of advice for students regarding bullying. Each counselor, first we start with the counselor.
Okay. For me, always remember that you are not alone and then speak up and seek help. That's for me.
Hello. For my side is the important thing is treat others with kindness and respect.
My one key message for students regarding bullying is be brave enough to stand up against bullying.
Hello. My one key message for students regarding bullying is together we can build and save a school environment.
Thank you to all our speakers for their valuable insights and contribution to today's discussion. From this forum, we have learned that bullying is a serious issue that can affect students emotionally, socially, and academically. However, by raising awareness, promoting empathy, and implementing effective strategy, we can prevent bullying and create a safer school environment. By bullying prevention also, we require that cooperation from students, teachers, parents, school, and the community so that it all. So let us be remember that the message of today's forum is be kind, be brave, and stand up against bullying. Once again, thank you to our speakers and everyone who joined us today. Have a wonderful day and let us continue working together to create a respectful and supportive schools environment. Thank you.